What's up, everyone? My name is Mr. Linden. I'm a DJ in Seattle, Washington, and I had a situation come up that I thought people might find useful. I end up using CDJs for most of my club DJing, and because of that, I default to Rekordbox for my library organization and prep. However, I own Denon SC5000s and prefer not to have to take the time to analyze my Rekordbox playlists on the decks. Now, don't get me wrong, this is an awesome feature that works great when you have guests over to DJ, but it can be a little time-consuming, and it's not the best when you just want to plug in and go. When using EngineDJ, the drive that I've been using as my main DJ library for several years never worked very well because it was Mac OS journaled, which is not supported, and the workaround was to pull the songs from Rekordbox, from the Rekorbox playlist into like an empty one in EngineDJ. But I've kind of grown weary of this, and I've decided that it was time to try something that I've been dreading. Reformat the drive that has my full Rekorbox library on it. My plan was to back it up and to keep the folder structure intact. I will go over why this is important in my case because of the way that I organize, hopefully in my next video. I thought certainly that if the drive name stayed the same, then I could just reformat and copy the files back, and then poof, it would just work. It would just be like, oh, it's the exact same drive. Alas, as you can see here, my first reformat to exFAT was not readable by Rekordbox. So I could have looked that up and figured that out, but I didn't. And not to mention, the original name is too long for exFAT and FAT. So I ended up reformatting to FAT, to MS-DOS FAT32. And I was really trying to stay calm about it because I was recording this and knowing full well that I didn't know exactly what was going to happen because I hadn't done any research or anything like that. So after the reformat, I had copied some folders over, and I proceeded to relocate the tracks. Initially, I was able to do it one by one, which isn't optimal, especially when you have as many songs as I have on mine, and I don't even have what I would consider to be that much. But then I tried to highlight a couple and right-click and locate didn't show up. So I fumbled around a bit and figured out that I saw the auto relocate button. But when I tried that, it also didn't work. But more on that later. Then I saw that I could highlight the tracks that I wanted to relocate, click relocate under the track menu, and then it would ask for the location of one, and then it would find the rest. And this is totally okay for me. It's better than one by one. I'm used to doing repetitive crap like that, and it doesn't really bother me. This did have a few bumps, as you can see here. There were some tracks that were in different folders. They were different format, but this also gave me the chance to relocate and consolidate them. So after doing this for a few folders, I realized why the auto relocate wasn't working. If you navigate to Preferences, and then under the Advanced icon in the Database tab, there is a spot to specify where the auto relocate should search. After I changed this to the new drive, I tested it with one folder, and it worked like a charm. It went really fast. Then I was able to spend a few hours copying all the music back to my new drive, run some errands, come back, and auto-relocate one genre folder at a time. I could have just redone the entire library, the entire collection, but this gave me the opportunity to check for misplaced files and remove things that I didn't want. If anything, my library is now in better shape. So I know this is a pretty specific situation, but I'm hoping that it will help DJs who are worried about making some changes to their Rekordbox library, because I know that a lot of us have gone through the frustrations of failed drives, empty USBs on performance nights, and just all-around scary bugginess. I'm hoping to make another video pretty soon after this one where I will go over my organizational structure and how I prepare for performances and studio mixes. If you think this sounds interesting, and if this video helped you, then please do the YouTube dance. Like and sub, and of course, click the bell. Also, check out some of my other videos. I have some DJing performances and mixes that you might find interesting. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate you, and take care. How I prepare for performances. Jesus Christ. I'm hoping to make another video pretty soon after this one where I will go over my organizational structure and how I prepare for performances and studio mixes. Jesus.